Morning guys, welcome back to another episode with Wilson Garden Joinery. This is episode 10. Morning guys, welcome to a new day and a new episode. Sorry it's been a while. I've had a lot of things going on trying to get my roof finished. Long story about the roof, that's maybe for another video. But I've been trying to do that and there's been a bit slight delay on jobs, just with materials and stuff like that. So yeah, so it's been a while since we've actually been back at work, but we're here. We are back at the garden room job. As you can see behind me, we're back at this one, and it is a lovely cold day. Part of the reason we have been delayed is because we've been waiting on these. Originally we were going to top the planters with just the normal decking boards. Problem with that, the normal decking boards have that groove on both sides to accept the clip. There's a wee clip in there, so there's a groove on either side, and if we use that for a planter then the groove would be in the outside, and I just don't think it would look very nice. So these are bull-nosed boards, so they're solid core instead of the hollow groove stuff, and they've just got a wee round over on the edge as a wee detail. These will be perfect for up on the planters, so we'll miter them right around all the planters, and it'll give a nice edge. The inside's still got the wee line, but because that'll be on the inside of the planter, when it's all planted up, you won't see it. It's been a minute since I've been here, so I'm having to try and remember what's needing done. We've also got these steps, so where this board comes up meets this board, got a trim to put over there, which is now here. That's arrived as well, and the same on that side as well. One there too. And then we've got tracks for LEDs. So the LEDs are going underneath here, underneath that one, and underneath the one across there. Paul, the electrician, should be here at some point. We've got a board to put on there and a board to put on there. So what we'll do is we'll start getting the planters on. Yeah, so we'll do planters, we'll do that bit there, trim for the step, the LED channel for there, and by that time it'll probably be dark o'clock. We also need to do, we need to pressure wash it down and stuff, so I'm going to nip away after we finish tonight. I'm going to nip and get the pressure washer, and fingers crossed it's not too frosty tomorrow and we can get it all pressure washed and looking nice. We need to get a bag of topsoil as well, just to top up the planters. But yeah, we'll get cracking. We'll put you somewhere that you can watch us. We'll probably start with the one across there first. Enjoy. Oh folks, sorry, the camera died, the battery died, and it's got too caught up with doing miter joints and I forgot to check it. So that's the first planter all kind of all done. So it's all mitered in, looking good. Unfortunately the boards are just a touch too short for that, but yeah, It's all screwed in at the corners, colour match screws. You can barely see them. So all I've got to do is put a couple of screws down the edges, but for the most part it's done. So the time is 1:05, so we're going to have a spot of lunch and then we're going to get cracked on with that one. Cheers! Well folks, we've officially lost all light, so we're going to call it quits for today. I better get packed up before I can't see a thing. But yeah, we'll catch up on a new day. Cheers guys, bye. Good morning guys, and welcome back to a new day. Another cold one this morning. The van was saying -5, so I think it'll be cold fingers again by the end of the day. But we're back at the garden room job. Excuse me. So I had a wee look at the video last night, and it was you could make out what was done, but it wasn't the best. So we'll show you in the light. So that wasn't done yesterday. That was done yesterday though. So we've got that bottom board on there, and we've got the bottom board on there. We got the wee step trim, and now everything's frozen, so it's all tied in quite nicely. The frost made it all look the same. But we got the boards on the planters there and there, so that's looking good. The theme of today is we've got to change all the screws in the boards because they didn't have black screws when we built them. So all the screws that are in there are kind of just temporary, so we need to take them out. We need to countersink a hole, and then we'll put a black screw back in, which we got yesterday. So that's probably job number one. Topsoil, so we can get the topsoil in the planters as well. Do a big tidy up, all the rubbish that's lying about, leftover materials, all that kind of stuff, that's all going. Oh, LED tracks, I never got that done yesterday, so we've got the LED tracks to put in. So that's the other thing I was forgetting. And then I did bring a pressure washer with me today to try and get all the muddy footprints off of the decking. But we'll see how it goes. I'll maybe try it in a little spot, and if it works then brilliant. But the last thing I want to do is turn this place into an ice rink. But cool, stay tuned. Cheers. So guys, that's the third and final bench done. Oh, just not quite, I've just noticed there's a screw hole missing, apart from that one screw. So that's everything all screwed up with black screws. It's looking pretty good. That's a pain in the arse job all finished, which is nice. So, time for some lunch. Alright guys, that's my lunch done. So, fed and watered. Been having a wee think, and it's not worth trying to pressure wash anything today. It'd be stupid to try. So what we'll do instead is we'll just have a massive tidy up. I've got to do the LED strips, so we'll get them put on all the benches, and once that's done, I've got the bags of compost in the van, so we'll get them emptied into the planters, and then we'll do a big tidy up, and then like I say, we'll get it all washed down when it's not frozen solid. Alright, cheers. Right, that's the first one done. Holy moly, it's cold. Lying on ice is not fun. I'll try and show you. So that's the channel, just in about there. It goes all the way down. There's a wee corner piece there. It goes all the way that way. And then another corner piece, and a wee return in there. So really fiddly, and your hands don't work in the cold. It's quite hard because there's lot. Let's see, I'll show you. So the aluminium track, it sits in wee clips like that. If you can see, if it can focus. So we'll try something different. I'll see if I can set you up for a bit of raw footage, and you can watch me do the next one, or at least a bit of the next one. I can maybe try and explain what's going on at the same time. So yeah, if you give me a minute, I'll set you up someplace that you're not going to get in my way, and we'll take it from there. Okay, so this is us under the next planter. Hopefully you can hear me okay. So, back up. Yes, you grabbed. So, what we're trying to do Oh, got my spacer. So, what we're trying to do is, I'm going to hold one. So we've got those little clips. Don't know if you can see them or not. So that's what holds the channel in. Basically, they need to get screwed up to against the edge of there. However, because they're like a spring, so when you push the track in, the edges open up a bit, so they can't be hard against that. So what we're doing is we've got this wee blue spacer, and then we're going to space the clip that much off the back of that decking board, and then what that does is when that's screwed in, it allows the side of this clip to move out, so that when we're screwing it up, it's got room to move. So we'll start at one end, and you'll probably just see my elbows just now, but bear with me. Hopefully you'll be able to see something else than that. And because my hands are half dead with the cold, it's quite hard to feel what you're doing, and the gloves don't really help either. So I've got a screw in the hole. Carefully get the drill without moving the screw, and screw it in. Just doesn't have to be super tight. And then I'm going for three clips per aluminium, well, per full length. So it doesn't have to be super duper equally spaced. All I'm doing, I'm putting the track in, and then just using the drill to mark where the end of it is. Just a tiny little mark like that, so I know that don't go any further than that. Get it back up there, get a screw, spacer. Now that's my mark there, so I know if I come in 50mm or something, that should be fine. And then once the trims and all that are in, the aluminium trim, there is a little plastic diffuser strip which clips in, and the good thing about that is, the good thing about that is that you can overlap the diffuser strip between the aluminium tracks. So if they're not sitting 100% in line with each other, the diffuser strip pulls them in line, which is nice. Now this is under a bench and you're never ever going to see it, but it's nice to try and get it as good as. I just don't want to tighten that too much. Right, that's the end one in. Now it's just a case of eyeballing the middle between the two and putting a third one in, which to me is about there. In fact, move it along a bit. So I'll try to remember what hand needs to hold what in order to get the drill in the right place. Because I'm lazy, I've not bothered getting a weird drill bit. So I've only got that stupid long bit, but so it just means my arm is at a funny angle, but it's fine. Right, that's 3 clips in. So, then, bit of luck,
you can start one side, give it a push and squeeze it in, and then just give it a wee push up. That's it, aluminium track in. Right, so this is the offcut, and that's bloody screws in the road. Took that one back in after. Gonna blame Aaron for that. I'm gonna say he drilled that hole. Right, so right. In case you wonder where that cable is, if you can see it, that's the feed that Paul left from the garden room. That's a corner piece. Basically, it just accepts the two ends, sort of goes that way around, and then it lets the LED strip go around it. So that kind of slots in like that. And what we're going to do is I will get that up the spacer. Put the spacer on that side. So that's roughly. And of course I've left my pencil across somewhere else, so I'll mark this with. I'll just see if I can mark this with a screw. Got a wee mark. I'll cut this bit, and I'll catch back up with it. Right, back on the floor. So it's now cut down. It's sitting there, and it's maybe just a touch on the long side. So just push that in a wee bit more. That looks pretty good. Right, put it there for the moment. Because this is a short bit, I'll just put two clips on. Of course, my spacers lie across there now. I think you spend most of your time when you're doing jobs like this actually looking for bits, or looking for screws, or where's that square that I just put down. The drill should be floating about somewhere. There it is. I mean, at least it's not raining. That's the main thing. A smart man could have had all this done before he actually clad any of the decking, or before indeed he actually built the seats. I could have built the seat, put on these trims, and then built everything else, and then it would be done. But there's the fun in that. Life's about doing things the hard way. So again, you want to come in just a wee bit so you don't interfere with that corner piece. And aim that in the middle. I've just recently bought this impact driver, and for years I was using like just the kind of bog standard, you know, the ones you can buy in B&Q, an impact gun, Makita one. Where's that bit of trim gun? There. And they were good, and they've lasted a long time. But I thought, you know what, I'll treat myself to one of the fancy professional ones. And I must say, I'd never ever go back. If you're in the market for an impact driver, it is amazing. If you use them all the time, it's not justifiable if it's just for doing bits and bobs around your house or something. But what's this one? It was the DTD173, I think it was. So basically it's just come out in this country, and the cool thing about it is it's actually got a halo light, so that's probably super bright on the camera, but it's one of these ones that's got all the different modes for different types of screws and stuff like that, which is nice. I'll probably actually never use that for anything other than full pelt, but it's nice to know that should I ever need to screw something in at a slightly different rate, I can. It's mainly the light I like the look of. The other one, the lights had broken on it, so it was getting to the stage where I was kind of needing something. Right, let me readjust here. Now, kick that over. Yeah, it's kind of just rinse and repeat. So everything's fiddlier when you're upside down. Now, there we go. I think you've watched me enough, so what I'll do is I'll stop the video, I'll crack on, get the rest of this done, we'll catch up after that. Sound good? Great.
Well folks, that'll be us for another day. Tidied up, got the rest of that stuff done like I said, and I didn't bother time lapsing me tidying up because it would just be me back and forward carrying bits of wood. So just a quick recap. We've got all those screws changed, LED tracks put in underneath, and it's just a big tidy up. There's a load of crap lying here. There's still timber there, but I'm saving all the timber for one load because that goes to an old couple who burn it. Back tomorrow. I think the festoon lights are coming tomorrow, so we'll hopefully get them on. If it's a dry day, non-frost, we'll maybe get pressure washing done. But yeah, thanks for watching guys, see you in a new day. Also, the compost doesn't get laid because it's frozen. So that'll be a job for when that thaws out as well. Morning folks, welcome back to a new day. We're back at the garden room decking job. Just going to be a really quick couple hours. All I've got to do is we've got the delivery of festoon lights. So we're going to hang them up. And then we're going to finish up tidying up. Remember I left all that timber. I left all that timber here yesterday, so we'll get all that in the van. We'll get all the other bits and bobs tidied away, and then I'll go and drop off all the van load of timber at that old couple I was telling you about that burn it. So I'll set you up for a wee time lapse somewhere. You can watch me get locked in my van. You can watch me hang up some lights. Cheers. This lights up the festive umbrella. I've just picked up all the timber that was around, and then I'll also say give this a go again. So it's thawed out a wee bit, it's still pretty solid, but it's thawed enough that I can kind of get in with the crowbar and break it up and then break it up with my hands. I don't think it's very good for pressure washing today, so that'll definitely have to be another day. But yeah, I'll crack on and get the rest of the soil plant. Hey folks, well that's us done. The camera battery died, but because all I was doing was breaking up soil, I didn't think I'd bother changing the camera, changing the battery, but we got it done. Yeah, so nice and topped up with compost in there, all the big bits broken up, or all the ice broken up anyway, and the same on this one, all finished there. and we've got our lights. But yeah, you wouldn't have thought it would have taken half an hour to empty 3 bags of compost, but here you go, that's working in the winter. I think for the purposes of YouTube, we are going to call this job finished. I've got the pressure washing to do, I've got a couple other tiny little bits and bobs. The lights need to go in as well, but there's not really enough there to make it a video. So what I'll do at the end is, once everything's 100% complete, there'll be a separate video kind of showcasing the whole lot, including the garden room and everything, once everything's all looking really nice. I think that'll probably be enough for this episode as well. I don't think I've left any tools. So, as always, thank you for watching if you've made it this far. If you'd like to subscribe, please do. Feel free to like the video, that always helps as well. But yeah, until the next one, guys, see you later.